Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Healing Place Energy School. I want to welcome you to another episode live Reiki meditation with two kick butt Reiki mistresses. Oh, yeah, I know Robin always giggles. All right, Robin, introduce yourself.
I'm Reiki Mistress, Robin Bornstein. Hello, everyone.
Yes, and you're proud to call yourself a Reiki mistress versus a Reiki master.
Absolutely.
So I figured, isn't it lovely to have a feminine version versus a masculine version?
It is. It is. Sorry, I was just turning this on.
Turn it on or turning it off. Well, first of all, I welcome everybody who has joined us. Please feel free, if you're not too shy, identify yourself. I think this is really kick butt because we are, I would say, growing a communities of healers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are.
And healing does not mean Reiki on, Reiki off. In fact, I was talking to a client today. Healing work could be anything.
Yes.
So if you feel like you are given, like I call Robin the perpetual mother, she is a mummy to everybody, especially now she's working for, I'm going to let you discuss. Hi, Amanda.
Oh, yes, I'm working. Hi, Amanda. I'm working with Alzheimer's and dementia patients, and they're just so awesome. I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's a horrible disease, but working with them and being with them, they're just beautiful. They're just kind. They're great.
They're in the moment.
They're great. And yeah, they're in the moment. They're living in the moment. And I'm enjoying being with them at this time of their life.
Yeah. And so, we were talking beforehand. So Robin and I could talk forever. Given the right moment, we could just continue our conversation because we have so many similarities and understanding, and we see things, I would say most of the time, eye to eye. Not always.
Not always, but pretty much. We're pretty close. Yes.
Yes. So we started to talk about creating inner peace. And people think, what is that? How do you create inner peace? Most people will understand, how do you disrupt your peace? And more times than not, it's all about controlling the outcome. We want to control the outcome. We desperately want to control the outcome so we could mentally, energetically be prepared.
And that is something that we can't do. I mean, you can control certain things, but I think that inner peace comes from being able to live in the moment and being able to let things unfold the way that they are meant to unfold without controlling the outcome. I mean, there's certain things you can control in life, but you cannot control everything that's going on around you. And within, you can work on what's going on within you, within your energy and your inner peace. That's where.
And that's true. Now, feel free, everybody, to jump in if you have something to add. Don't be shy, because one thing I love about a community of healers, we are all equal. So in other words, even though Robin and I appear to know a lot of things, but so do you.
Absolutely. I definitely believe that we are our own healers. We can all learn to self-soothe and find our inner peace. It takes practice, and every day is not going to be perfect, but it's being able to practice enough so that more and more days do feel perfect.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times we are expecting inner peace to come from outside in. We expect our environment to support inner peace. But what happens when your environment doesn't? Because let's say you're in a workplace, or you have somebody in your family that's sick, and all of a sudden you have to step up and maintain inner peace. So what do you do then when you are upset and you might be thinking to yourself, why me?
Yes. Why me? Definitely. Absolutely. When you're going through it, when you're in the middle of it, that's definitely something that will cross your mind, or you'll have those days where you're feeling, why is this happening to me? And that's okay. That's okay to honor that feeling.
It is. I remember when my son was very, very sick. In fact, my son was the one that encouraged me, or not even encouraged me, because he was so sick and traditional medicine didn't help him. I was forced to look out for other resources, how I could break his pain. So, my outside extremities did not support what I needed in that moment because no one knew. Nobody knew why he was sick. And I had to trust and go inside here or go to the universe and ask. I'm really asking for guidance.
And when you asked for guidance, when you trusted the universe to answer you, what was the answer? And where did you go? What started you on your journey to discover?
Wow. That's a good question, Robin. Those days when my son began to become sick at the age of 9, he went from a physical situation to an emotional problem at the age of 14. From the age of 9, I would say until 25, he was combating physical issues and mental issues. And so what happens a lot of the time, this is where blind faith comes in.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling that's radiated inside, and you're trying to follow what appears to be true to you. So have you been in that situation, Robin, like where you nobody could help you because nobody knew?
Yes, I think so. But I definitely, when that happens, I just start researching and making appointments and finding, I just keep going and going and going until I get the right, either medication or right balance of lifestyle changes in order to stay healthy for myself and for, I've also had to deal with different people in my family getting sick and working through my feelings about it and trying to help them as well.
So a lot of times when you begin to develop inner peace, this is my opinion, something resonating with you, what feels right to you. See, this is where most people get into trouble because they're listening to this person, that person, they're watching the news, they're doing this. So all of a sudden, all this information is being bombarded.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I learned about inner peace is also learning to trust what you are feeling. And that trust, a lot of time, will guide you to the next step.
And guide you where you need to be. Absolutely. And what guided me during my times of, searching was meditation. And that's why and also I found you, Helen. When did I first come to see you? It was probably
a long time ago at this point. I feel like Robin and I are just continuing a relationship from the last lifetime, probably
exactly.
the last 2 or 3.
Exactly.
And all we did was
more like 10,000. But I found you one day driving down the street, the main route that goes between my town and your town, and I saw a sign, and I stopped and I took the number down and I called you, and it was just a small sign on the road in front of your building, and I just knew that that's where I needed to go. And how many times, people, whoever's listening to this, are you out and about and you see a sign for business and you're like, oh, I really should check that business out, and you think about it and then you go on your way? When that happens, stop. There's something that's saying to you, you need to meet this person, or you need to discover something here. And I discovered Helen, and what a huge help you were to me at that time in my life. It was amazing.
Isn't it amazing when the right people come that help you to create inner peace?
Yes, and you need to listen to those signs, people. When you see
exactly.
mean, that was a real physical sign. It was a
no pun intended.
not just a universal sign hitting me on the head, but it was a sign, and I listened to the sign. I paid attention.
And that is very true, because a lot of time, even talking to people, when they do get signs, they mistrust the information because they don't know where the source is coming from. And what happens? We go into overthinking. Overthinking is probably the best peace robber that I know.
Yes, overthinking can cause anxiety, stress. I mean, well, anxiety and stress kind of go hand in hand, but I definitely feel that, there's certain things that we do need to think about, plan.
Yes, I agree.
But when your mind starts running away with, worry, that's when you're in trouble.
Oh, that's true.
You're really going to destroy your inner peace.
I think about when I was a radio producer back in the 80s. Knowing what I know now, I didn't realize how structured my life was as a radio producer. In fact, before computers, we were given out a handout, literally a 3-inch handout, and a 24-hour period was broken down in 15-second increments.
Wow.
And heaven forbid, if I missed something in that 15-second, I would not know where to put that commercial, where to put that report, get people ready to go on the air. That I can't tell you how much that stole my inner peace. In fact, I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown when I left.
That sounds like a stressful job.
Very stressful. And I remember, and the reason why I left, because I had my first boy, Jeffrey, and I remember there was one day I just collapsed. When Jeffrey was napping, because we can't collapse while the baby is awake, but we could collapse while they were asleep. And I just got to the floor, literally got to the floor, and I was sobbing so deeply that I was just overwhelmed.
So right before Helen and I became live, I said to Helen, I'm home alone. The dog is probably going to bark because the dog is downstairs waiting for, either to go in, go out. She barks at every dog that walks by the house. So it's so funny that your dog was the first dog.
Well, you could tell this is a real live show. It's not recorded.
If it's not our babies, it's our fur babies, right?
Yeah, and of course somebody's at the door. This is what I get for not answering text messages during a live talk show.
Oh, that's so funny. I used to put a sign on the door if I was Zooming, or if I was Zooming, or if I was, doing this with someone. I put a sign on the door: "Do not ring the doorbell."
Yeah, please go away. But anyways, I just think it's and the most importantly, when you're looking for inner peace, this is really important, everybody. Mm-hmm. We have choices. We don't have to live in our chaos, right, Robin?
Oh yes, believe me, I have chaos around me all the time, and I can shut it out and be very happy with all of the crazy that's going on around me. It's partly because I've been so good at practicing my breathing.
And not only that, boundaries. You've been very good with, much better with boundaries. I mean, you learned how to create boundaries in the last 10 years that I've known you.
Yes. And I had to, for my own inner peace, because I'm a very busy person and I need to get certain things done, and also to protect my energy. Because otherwise, if I didn't protect my boundaries, I would just be exhausted emotionally and physically.
Mm-hmm. And I think the best skill you can learn for yourself is learning how to say no. And if you can't say no immediately, you could learn to say not now.
Yes, not now, another time. Let's reschedule. Yes. I actually see somebody on here who popped in. Hi, Michelle. I don't know if she's still here, but we had made a plan, and we book out. So if we book out 2 weeks, 3 weeks, similar to you, Helen, we book out, we make a plan. but we're constantly having to readjust and reschedule and rework our days, our times when we do get together, because we're both busy. And being able to, the great thing about booking out far is that you have time to reschedule, time to rework, time to, because there's so much chaos going on in everyone's lives, in business and in personal life. And having set times are great ways to create boundaries, to be able to have things, many things in your life, but on a schedule.
Yeah. So the key to inner peace is flexibility.
Yes, flexibility and also scheduling. Make a schedule, be flexible with it, and move through disappointments when things don't work out, or are they're not scheduled. Your schedule doesn't work out the way you wanted it to be. Life, that's life. Things need to change, readjust, move.
Well, this is also one of my listeners on YouTube channel. Our listener asked me to talk a little bit about the throat chakra.
Yes.
I would say what women have a tendency to, okay, the 7 chakras, we could talk about this really quick.
Yes. And that's why I'm wearing blue. Helen's wearing blue. I've got a blue ring. It's to work on the throat chakra.
And we didn't even talk about our wardrobe. So here's my book, Know Your Chakra, for those people who want to learn more about energy work. Of course, I think my book is really kick butt, but
it is good. It's really good.
So we have 7 main chakras that live on the spine. This is your root, your emotional self-esteem. Men usually operate from their 3 bottom chakras. It's all about getting a home, getting the money, getting a woman, getting prestige. That's what they really care about, most men. Women have a tendency to operate from the heart chakra. Sometimes they have a really tough time with the throat chakra. Most women, but not all women, have intuition. And then your 7th chakra, you connect to the universe. And if your energy is flowing, your energy flows back and forth, just like a tunnel on a good day. Imagine going to the airport and you're praying that you get through that tunnel without a jam. Your energy works the same way. So what happens a lot of time, women who have difficulties, or even men have difficulties with the throat chakra, that energy gets stuck in the throat. And what happens? First of all, you begin to dishonor you when you can't express your opinion. You don't honor yourself. And what happens a lot of times, that energy, for some people, relate to the shoulders all the way down to the hands. And all of a sudden, those words I call them, Robin knows this, the FUs of your life that you want to express, but you can't, they get stuck in the throat. And what happens once they start to really get stuck, also the TMJ. I notice this pattern when I'm working on people with reflexology, and that all of a sudden their third eye becomes clogged up because you no longer trust what your inner peace is telling you, because you're saying this won't work, and all of a sudden you're in doubt. So learning how to express yourself is key when you want to live your inner peace.
And what would your advice be? Because so many people have trouble with confrontation and speaking their truth. So confrontation is a part of life. We all have
Everyone,
to deal with
even your children,
with
your
children,
spouse.
Yeah, family. It's just there. But some people are afraid to speak their truth or have a confrontation. And it's an art. Confrontation can be an art if you look at it.
It really is an
art form of communicating and working through things. If you look at it from that point of view, you can have fun with it.
You can have fun with it, and think of it this way too. You don't have to do what I call a giant FU, even though you
No, absolutely not.
You could actually use words. See, most of us, what we end up doing is we are thinking about what to say. Instead, can you feel what you could say right this minute that the other person can hear? because the other person wants to be honored, just like you.
It's true. It's true. And also, I guess the art form too of being in that position is focusing on listening. Be a good listener.
An active
Be a
listener.
good listener, an active listener, and breathe. Breathe while you're listening, and really attempt to understand what you're hearing.
And even if you don't understand what you're hearing, can you be present for that person and for you? Just be there. Can you do it without judgment? Ooh, that's a hard one.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one, but it can be done. It can be done. When you learn to give unconditionally, when you learn to love unconditionally, I think, you're not going to be able to do that with everyone. There'll be probably a handful of people in your life over a lifetime that you can love and care for unconditionally. Oops, I just had some files fall over. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And what will happen too, if you don't succeed every day, because we live in a world duality, we live in the human body plus with spirit, you're not going to succeed every day. And this is where you cannot beat yourself up.
Yes, some days will be good, some days will be not so good, and that's just the way it is.
And if you could go with the flow, that's all it is, and really be flexible, because again, nobody is going to judge you the way you're judging yourself.
So true. So true. I love it when I have days when I don't judge myself and I can just be like,
oh yeah,
whatever. I'm here.
I'm here. That's something we need to
leave me.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm present, and I'm participating.
And I'm living my best life.
Exactly.
I'm living my best life.
So, Robin, are you up for doing meditation?
Yes. So it's 7:22. Let's do just a nice short meditation, like 10, 12 minutes. So everyone who's here, or even
I'm
if
going
you're
to activate my heart hands, and I'm going to phase out and focus only on Robin.
Okay. So everyone, take in a nice inhale and exhale, and just begin to pay attention to your breathing. If you're sitting up in a chair, put your feet firmly on the floor in front of you. Place your hands in your lap. Continue breathing nice and slowly, nice and normally. And if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. If that's not comfortable for you, then just rest your eyes softly, relax your eye muscles. I'm going to have you take 3 deep inhales and exhales, and I will count for you. And while you inhale, I want you to inhale as deeply as you can, and then you'll hold, and then you'll exhale slowly. So inhale, hold, exhale. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, hold, exhale. Again, inhale, hold, exhale. One more time. Inhale, hold, exhale. Now I want you to continue to breathe nice and slowly. If at any time during the meditation you need or you feel the need to take a nice deep breath in, please do. But otherwise, just breathe nice and slowly through your nose. Pay attention to the temperature of the air coming in and out of your nose. Whether you're lying down or sitting up in a chair, or however you're sitting, notice the weight of your body. Feel the gravity of Mother Earth connecting you with the energy of the planet beneath you. Just sink into that weight. Feel the energy. Now become aware of the energy around your body. Notice the temperature of the air on your hands, on your face. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. And bring your attention to the crown of your head. Feel the energy around the crown of your head. Feel the temperature of the air on your forehead. Now I want you to visualize a beautiful light, beautiful white healing light at the crown of your head, about, 6 to 12 inches above the crown of your head. Now visualize this beautiful healing light coming down around your head and shoulders. Feel your shoulders relax. This light is traveling down and around your body, all the way to your toes. This is your personal space, your beautiful energy that is you, just filling up with beautiful healing light. As you rest and relax your body, allow this light to hold you and to protect you and to heal what needs to be healed, whether physically or emotionally. And just take a nice deep breath into that beautiful light that's all around you. This light is always with you. It is your own personal protection. It's your energy field that's with you. It greets everyone you meet. This beautiful light protects you. And taking a nice deep inhale in and slowly exhale. Now continue breathing nice and slowly and normally. And begin to wiggle your toes. Pay attention to the temperature of your feet. Wiggle your toes. Feel the energy coming back up into your legs. Just adjust your body, whether you're sitting up or lying down. Just move your hips a little bit. Lift up the right hip. Lift up the left hip. Just move your shoulders. One, roll back. One, roll forward. Wiggle your fingers and feel that energy coming back into your body. And just begin to move your arms a little bit. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. And slowly open your eyes and come back to the room. And again, taking another nice deep inhale in and out. And remember that beautiful energy that is you, inside and out and around you, is always with you.
I always enjoy these meditations. I always look forward to them. How do you feel, everybody who's participating tonight? Can you feel that connection to your soul?
And to the energy that is all around you.
I really hope you could actually feel that deep connection of your inner peace.
Yes, and go, when you need inner peace, go to that place of grounding with the gravity of the planet and feeling yourself grounded to the earth, and allow that energy to support you.
And don't feel guilty. That's really important. Don't feel guilty if you need to go off somewhere and just be alone. Creating alone time is really important to contribute to your inner peace. Okay. So usually I try to do these little notices at the beginning, but I got carried away because I was talking to Robin tonight.
Oh, we could talk.
Yeah, a couple of things. Please help us to create a community of healers, like-minded people. Share, tell them about us. Let's be the very best version of us. That's one. Two, I have a couple of new courses coming out at the Healing Place Energy School next month in July. It is how to remove, it's how to support kidney health and to move kidney stones with foot reflexology. And in honor of my buddy Gene, I have created a face, head, and ear reflexology that you could do from home. And you're going to teach other people and yourself how to relieve migraine headaches with the touch of your fingers. And this is something that's yours for a whole year, this course that you could get to see me talk. And that's good. And then three, I am not going to be present next week. Robin is going to be flying solo. And everybody who listens to Robin, she loves to surprise people, but I'll be back the following week and we'll continue this discussion. And
yes, and if anyone who's listening would like to be a guest next week, let me know. I will take names and we can have a guest show up. That would be fun.
Wouldn't that really be cool?
Yes.
And all you would need is just a computer with a camera and obviously good light, because I guess we could look at you in the shadow, but that gets a little creepy. And then we could distort your voice.
Yes, we don't want to do shadow work here.
No, shadow work and distorted voice. Excuse me. Robbie gets me going, and all of a sudden my imagination hijacks me. And I think it'd just be so kick butt to get other people people's perspective.
Yes. And if you have any topics you want us to discuss, please look below, and you can reach out to the Healing Place Energy School. You can email Helen or go to the website and connect that way. And I also see we have a guest here, Amanda. She says she feels great, and she did a Reiki level 1 training class over the weekend. Yay!
Yay!
So exciting. So she says she's feeling a little drained. What would you suggest to someone who just took a Reiki 1 level class over a weekend? Because doing that all in one day is a lot.
Yeah, that's really hard.
It's a lot. So that's why you're feeling drained. It's a lot of information.
And
so,
a lot of energy flowing.
Yes. So you need to ground. That grounding meditation that I just did would be a great one to re-listen to, or, you can, while you're doing your self Reiki, which is something you should be, I hate the word should, but try to do when you first start practicing, do your self Reiki, hand placements, and you can spend not a lot of time. You could spend 30 minutes every morning. Do
5 minutes.
5 minutes, but that will help with your energy level and help you ground.
So that's really great.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Eventually we'll be doing live in-person Reiki classes again. It's just that life got tough.
Yes, the last year has been tough, but we're so excited that you listen and that you join in. And remember, reach out, subscribe.
Subscribe,
Thank you.
follow, give us thumbs up, give us a heart, do all that mushy stuff.
Yes, how do you do the heart?
Yes, and good. We bless you, keep you safe, be well, and we'll see who's going to be Robin's surprise guest Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Bye-bye.